there? All right.
Yeah.
Bam. There we go. Wait, see? That's what happens when you don't come in like you're supposed to. See, there we go. Bam. Boom. What up?
Where am I?
Why are you giving that crazy look that you were giving? Don't do that look no more. I'm going to need you not to do that look. Your eyes were going back and forth.
That's what I do. I'm known for looking crazy.
Okay, so no feedback. We're good to go. Bow, bow, bow. Here we go, y'all. Welcome to another tantalizing episode of See What Had Happened Was. My name is Trey the Chocolate Job.
I'm Alex Dupree.
And See What Had Happened Was, this is just simply episode 38. We were trying to come up with some cute name for tonight's episode, but we couldn't come up with nothing. So episode 38.
That's what it is.
It's been 38 of these things.
I know. How cool.
It is pretty cool. Wait, I need to cut the volume down on my Instagram because bam, that's better. We're good. Good to go now.
So I just put my earbuds into this.
Let's not try to continue like we're old folks and don't know what we're doing on the internet.
Okay,
at least not in public. You know what I'm saying? This is not in public. So here we are. Thank y'all for tuning in. You can always tune into our website. Check it out, TreyAlex.com. Please search us where you listen to podcasts. I was thinking to myself the other day, self, you need to start promoting the podcast a little more. And so you need to as well over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I will.
So search for us where you guys check out podcasts. So what's going on? What's happening? Tell me something good.
I've been working like a Hebrew slave. And
can you say that? Can you say that these days?
Yeah.
Just checking. You know, certain things you can't say.
I can say what I want to say.
Can you call somebody a sissy in these days?
You can do what you like. Is somebody going to be mad and say it's not PC? Yes, but you can do what you like.
And because I know that the other word is wrong. The F rhymes with bag, starts with a F. You know, like a cigarette, right? It's like a cigarette, right?
Right. No, you shouldn't be saying, either one of those.
Fucked up times, man. Really fucked up times we're living in. So what's going on? Tell me something good.
Man, summer has come to Seattle, so now we're finally having some warm weather, so that's going to be cool.
Wait, what's warm weather in Seattle? 65, 70?
It was 85 today.
Oh, okay. So it gets hot in the Great Northwest.
Yeah, it didn't used to years ago, but now it does. And that's a huge problem for most of the Seattleites because we don't have, what's it called? Central air conditioning.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
It didn't used to be this hot back in the day. So they built all these homes with no air conditioning.
So what happened to where now it gets warmer in Seattle as opposed to in 86 when it wasn't?
What are you talking about? Global warming. Climate change. That's a real thing.
Got you. So what's going to actually happen when like the polar ice caps break? You know what I'm saying? Like what actually happens? So it splits apart. So what does that mean? Like water comes down on the north or the south? What happens?
I don't think that's going to happen. So already we're seeing, a lot of calving, which is when there's that, the big glacier, and then you see a part just chunk off and fall. Yeah. Uh-huh. So, I just think we're going to just dry out. The water's going to evaporate, just like you see dry riverbeds and stuff like that, where there used to be rivers flowing however many years ago. And now it's just, looking like dust.
We got all these great lakes that we have and these oceans that we have, all that. So what are you saying is going to happen to all of that water? Like, your phone is tripping.
It's going to take a long time.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, catch a volume.
It's going to take a long time.
Did anybody ever think of that? Y'all out there watching? The few people we got watching on Instagram and Facebook, and the people who are going to eventually watch this on reruns and when they got nothing else to do, watch on Facebook. Did anybody ever think of that? Once the polar ice caps break, like what happens?
Well, first we're gonna lose our polar bears.
Fuck them. Like
what?
Yeah. Why do we need polar bears?
What do you mean? Why you a hater for the polar bears? What you got against
I'm
the
not
polar
a hater
bear?
for a polar bear, but I don't. Why do we need polar bears? Fuck a polar bear. Next animal. And you want to go down a list of what we need and what we don't need? Big Nasty is saying that flood and freezes in the land.
That's what I'm like, Jennifer. I just saw my face was like, what? What did the polar bear do to you? Jennifer's saying that fuck the polar bears. I mean, don't you love God's creatures?
Keep going. Okay, so the polar bears would die. And then what else? Would the birds like freeze or, this is stuff we need to be thinking about that we don't necessarily do.
Well, they're going to lose their habitats. So we're going to lose, different species because their ecosystem isn't going to be thriving anymore. So, we may lose the
has anybody fuck the penguins too? We don't need penguins. We don't need penguins. What's the purpose of a penguin? A penguin doesn't even fly. You know what I'm saying? It scoots on its belly, right? Or his ass.
They're so cute. But they're so cute. Come on.
Yeah, but okay, we can do without
penguins. Happy feet.
We can do without penguins and polar bears. We don't need a purpose for them in life at all.
Okay, if you say so.
Cats, okay, I see a purpose for cats. Dogs,
whatever. Yes.
Living here in Texas, I see a purpose for dogs. What else?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist. What are you asking me?
We got bears.
I'm gonna be dead.
We got bears jumping in folks' yards and trying to claw the dogs. So fuck polar bears and regular bears.
Wow, that's really dark.
Jennifer Riley says mosquitoes. What's the purpose of mosquitoes? So let them dry out as well. Let's keep going.
Oh yeah, I don't need them. They can go. They can go. I don't know. What do I need to? You should have given me a heads up. I would have done some research online to tell you what's supposed to happen.
Cyrus Shannon says, doesn't it just affect the climate overall? Tsunamis nonstop. That's what Big Nasty said. I don't know, but I think. Have I ever tasted a penguin? No, I've not tasted penguin meat before. Kevin Williams.
Kevin, you haven't either.
Well, so people, we need to start thinking about that. Also, the big one. When the big one happens in California.
You think California's going to break off and be an island?
Yeah, but so has anybody thought about that? You know what I'm saying? He said,
I don't live in California, so
these are something nobody ever thought that a pandemic would happen. And look what the fuck happened. Look at us sitting up here looking stupid now. You know what I'm saying? So these things that we think won't happen in our lifetime, somebody needs to start thinking about if it does happen in our lifetime. That's all I'm saying.
Well, okay, if California breaks off, I don't live in California. I'm good. I'm not worried about that. I mean, I don't have to start thinking about these things.
Well, okay, but like an earthquake, okay, we have the big one. I'm not making sense right now. Is it that I'm just not making sense?
No, you're not. I mean, okay, I've been through earthquakes too, and as long as don't nothing fall on you, you get to go.
Okay, go. Continue. How's everything go up? There he is, right on time, ladies and gentlemen. The fabulous Batman. He comes in here. There's a kiss, and then he walks off into the sunset. He has long hair too, like the penguin. On the Batman movies. On the Batman movies, he had the long hair, like he had the Danny DeVito thing going for a second. He's a tall version of Danny DeVito. He would probably be his brother.
And like in Twins. So
yeah.
Let me ask you: do you recycle?
No. No.
Well, you're part of the damn problem.
No, listen. Okay, probably. If I'm drinking a bottle of water and I see that there's like the recyclable bins or whatever, and it's for a bottle of water, yeah, I'll throw the bottle of water in there. But I'm not recycling. No.
Why not?
Why?
To take care of the earth for the generations coming after you. This land is not yours to jack up. This is on loan to you by your children and your children's children. Would you damn recycle? Just start recycling.
Okay.
Batman and I are big recyclers.
How and why did that even come up for a conversation here? Why are we talking about recycling?
You're talking about caring about the planet, like what's going to happen, and with the polar ice caps and the this and the that.
Okay.
So you care about that, but you don't care about the right here, what's right here at home in your backyard.
I mean, I'm fucked up in the head, just like a lot of us are. I'm gonna blame it on the pandemic. So tell me something.
Did you just stop recycling during the pandemic?
I've been trying to ask you to tell me something good for the past 10 minutes, and we went from fucking polar bears to whatever.
I got something good. So we started fixing up the backyard.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, so we
fixing up the backyard. But how? Y'all got a jungle gym or something?
No. So the first thing we did was we bought a pressure washer. And so, we cleaned off the patio and whatever. And then we got the shovel and we edged out the corner of because everything grew over. And then, come on, pressure washer. And then the neighbors across the street, they were getting rid of their wrought iron table and chairs. So I was like, thank you, because it was free and it was still good. So Batman and I, we went to the Home Depot and we got some steel brushes and we scraped it up and then we primed it and painted it a new color. So it's all shiny and new. And then some other neighbors, they was getting rid of some chairs. So we took those chairs too. And I've used fabric paint on them. So they're all pretty now and beautiful. And now here's the biggie. We bought a fire pit.
A who?
A fire pit. An outdoor stove, like a fire pit.
Okay.
And so we're going to be out in the yard.
But don't you have to build like something under the fire pit? Because I'm imagining y'all like outside with like marshmallows over the fire pit, right?
We can do that, yeah.
But what are you building? Like, what are you putting the fire pit on? Is what I'm asking. Like, is it there like a type of surface or like some shit you can place it on or what? Or no?
I bought a fire pit stand, the stand that comes with the fire
pit.
That.
You got me sitting. You were just gonna sit here and let me just go through all of that, and you know what the hell I'm talking about, right?
But I'm just gonna, I'm gonna sit it on the. I'm gonna sit it on the concrete, though. I mean, it just sits there. Do I need to show you? Let me take you to the fire pit. Let me take you to the fire pit. Let's hope my phone don't hang up. I shall return. Let's go to the fire pit.
Okay. So I guess I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I guess I'm gonna show her side of this on the Facebook part of this. So Facebook, I don't know if Facebook can't. This ain't working here. This was not planned at all. I don't know what is going on here. But okay. I can't see anything. Oh, I do. I see that. So the people, she's on Instagram showing me this. I don't know if y'all can see what's going on here on Instagram. Yeah, I guess you can see that right there. Wait. This is a horrible disaster here, but we're going to get through it together. Okay. So it's not working. It's definitely not working here. But she's showing it to me on Instagram. To everybody that can't see us on Instagram.
So we bought an outdoor fire pit.
Okay.
So we're gonna be sitting in the backyard.
Gotcha. On the replay, I think this is gonna be funny because I couldn't get the camera to show the right angle. So people on Facebook, you didn't see anything, thanks to my lack of angling on the phone.
So we did that. So we're creating our space.
Okay.
Because we're gonna be hanging out outside.
Okay. So so check this out.
Drinks around the fire pit.
Major cities in Texas, right? You got Dallas, you got Houston, you got Austin, you got San Antonio. Those are like four of the biggest cities. If then you got El Paso and all of that. Go ahead. What's the hands up for?
No, I'm just.
I thought you were about to say something. You did that.
Listening.
Like, I don't know if the police was around you, or I don't know why you just put your hands up randomly. So I go to Dallas. I always think that Dallas is like Chicago, but with better weather. I always say that Dallas is. It's like it has a whole lot of Chicago people in Dallas. Anyway, Houston. I call Houston Big Atlanta because it's like you in Atlanta minus the homosexuals. It's not a, yeah, let's keep going. San Antonio. I said all of that to say San Antonio. That fucking.
I'm sorry. Wait a second. What he said? I'm sorry. Houston is like Atlanta, but without the homosexuals.
Houston is like a big version of Atlanta, but you know
what happened to the homosexuals? Where did that come into play?
I'm just comparing the cities. Like Houston is like Atlanta times 5 minus the gay population. I mean, I'm sure there are gay people in Houston, but you know how Atlanta's known to have a large number of homosexuals or one of the LGBT letters.
Nope. It's not that anymore. It's something else.
Okay.
It's not the
LGBTQ.
You ain't ready. That's not what it is.
Okay. I was just wondering what the hell you were doing with your phone.
Something came out recently.
Oh, okay. Okay. What came out recently?
The new letters.
And they are? It's no longer LGBTQ. RSTUV
See, that's not respectful. That's not respectful at all.
What's the new
no, it's not.
Classification? What's the new?
You gotta have to write it down because you're not gonna remember it.
Oh my god!
And you want to be respectful to everyone. It is LGBTQIAAP.
Okay, please. You lost me after LGBTQ, so go after that.
So lesbian.
What does a Q stand for?
I'm going to tell you. Okay. I'm going to go through all of them. So it's lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, transsexual.
This is where you lose me. Transgender and transsexual. What's the difference?
I'm making sure that's right. I think it's transgender and transsexual. Hold on. I got notes too because I had to take notes on it earlier. Here it is. Okay. That's true. Transgender, transsexual.
Okay. I know what a lesbian is. I know what a gay is. I know what a bisexual is. I know what a transgender is because that's the person that identifies themselves as something else, but they're the opposite of what they know. They are
what they were assigned
themselves. Yes, they are opposite from that, right? I was born a man, but I'm living my life. I want to be a woman. Bruce Jenner or Caitlyn.
Yes. He's trans.
That's the universal bookmark right there. When you're talking about like transgender, you like just say Caitlyn Jenner.
I know.
And you notice how instantly when I said that, you were like, yeah, that's it. So there you go. Universal bookmark.
Wait, she's still having plastic surgery done, and I don't think it's going right. But let me see. Okay, I'm getting what's the difference between transgender and transsexual? Transgender is the umbrella term that describes those who have a gender that's different from the sex assigned at birth.
So that's Caitlyn.
Transsexual is a more specific term. God damn it, but he didn't say why. It's a person who physically transitions. They physically transition the genitals.
Got you. So transgender is that you're just living your life that way. You're believing that you are a woman when you really were born a man. Transsexual is when you just said, fuck it, I'm going to just
go whole hog. I'm going to go all the way.
Okay. Got it. And so they get a different letter too?
They get a T. So it's it's lesbian, gay,
bisexual,
transgender, transsexual.
Transsexual is when they actually did it. They wouldn't. It's okay.
Yep. And now we get to the Qs. That you didn't know what the Qs are. So the first Q is queer.
What's queer? Isn't that gay?
No, it's queer. Okay, what does queer mean? Jesus.
I think there'll be a little more understanding. Oh, it's thundering and raining and I think it'll be a little more understanding if they like combine some letters. You know
queer
what I'm saying?
Is
gay.
It's an umbrella term for sexual and gender minorities who are not heterosexual or are not cisgender. Yes. So anyway, queer.
Okay.
And the other Q is questioning.
What's questioning? You're questioning whether you are gay, or you're questioning whether you're straight, or you're questioning could you check that out while we at it? Let's fuck it. We've opened the book.
You're questioning it all. It's like you don't know. You don't identify as one.
Okay.
Well, you don't identify as one. You're not doubling down and saying I am this. You're not sure what you are. You're just not. You look. I don't want to say confused. You just aren't sure. You got some tendencies and you got some tendencies, but you have not labeled yourself. That's questioning. I'm experimenting now here.
Okay, keep going.
And then we have I, intersex.
Okay.
And let me look it up.
What intersex? Hermaphrodite? Hermaphrodite? Is that the same thing?
It means you were born with biological traits that are outside the strict male-female gender binary, whether it's your anatomy, your chromosomes, and or hormones. So you're not all one thing. I think you got some traits of the one and some traits of the other.
And that's what again?
That's intersex.
Okay, keep going. There's another letter.
Oh yeah, there's more. And then there's A.
They gotta condense it down, man, because you're gonna have.
No, they just built it out.
I feel
know
like
it's gonna be people like you calling them the alphabet people. I know.
Well, no. Well, I just think that it gets to a certain point that all these different classifications, it's like bait to be ridiculed all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's
I don't disagree, but I still got more letters. My thing. Let me go through my letters. And I'm gonna tell you my issue.
More fucking letters. Good Lord.
Well, I'm at the A's right now.
Okay.
So we have one A. The first A is asexual.
Then now asexual is you don't. What is asexual?
It's asexual is when you don't really feel sexual, like you don't have these desires for.
That's crazy that there are even people that exist that are like this. You don't have any sexual craving at all, like period.
Right. You just you're let me make sure I'm talking right. Asexual. And if you're not attracted to anything for real.
That's crazy. But I've heard of people like that. I do know of their existence on this earth.
Okay. What does asexual mean?
Asexual.
Asexual. It's a lack of sexual attraction to others, or low or absent interest or desire for sexual activity.
So what's the difference between asexual and the one sexual you just said?
This is asexual. That was the one I said. What's the other one? The transsexual?
No, you just said, okay, asexual. What was the one right before asexual? See how confusing this shit is? To just us,
intersex.
Okay, intersex, asexual. What's after asexual? Okay. There's more. How many?
This one I don't think needs to be in there. I feel some sort of way about the next A, which is ally.
What's that?
It's like you are a friend of the community.
Okay.
And you are, you befriend them. You're.
So let me get this straight. You're
fighting for their rights.
You're one of the letters, or you're straight and you're just cool with them, and they just so happen to be one of the letters.
I think it goes both ways, but I would think it's more the straight people. I would think it's people who are none of these letters. I would think it's like cisgendered heterosexuals are allies. That's why I don't think this needs to be up in there. That letter, I think, is okay. I don't think that needs to be in there. But God bless him for including us.
Yeah.
And then the last one is P. Pansexual.
I've heard of that. Pansexual is.
Are you going to tell me?
I was trying to, but what is it?
It is a sexual, romantic, or emotional attraction towards people, regardless of their sex or gender identity.
Isn't that like, huh? At least 3 of these letters can be condensed and classified under one or the other categories.
Well, let me say,
with that one. Call that one bisexual.
That's not bisexual.
That's loving two sexes, right? That's loving a man and a woman, correct? And this last letter, that the P, pansexual, means I like both sexes, right?
Well, pansexual people, they may refer to themselves as gender blind, asserting that gender and sex are not determining factors in their romantic or sexual attraction to others. They're attracted to a person.
Okay.
Happy Pride Month.
He's still saying the same thing. Still saying the same thing.
All right, so let's go over it because it's Pride Month. That's what June is. We just, and so we're.
I thought June was Black Music Month. Let's talk about some Black music. How the hell did we start? I always have to rewind the tape of the show just to see how the hell did we get here and end up there.
Well, I've been wanting to tell you about this for a couple months now.
Okay. So it's now, start over. It is now LGBTQ
No. No, you missed, but you're close.
Let me start over. LGBTQ
No.
LGBT A. Wait, I. Fuck it.
You're so close. I don't want you to give up. One more time. And then
LGBTT. I don't know. LGBTQ.
Yes.
A.
No.
Or an
no.
I.
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, you lost me there.
But you're so close. So it is LGBTQ.
It was a queer, and then it was a
questioning.
See, that's bisexual.
That's not bisexual.
You're questioning your shit. So you don't
but
know
you
if
may
you
not
like,
be.
You don't, right. So why not just go ahead? So be bisexual and figure it out and see which one you're trying to be. So that's why I'm saying they don't deserve a letter. Take away one of them Q's and slide it and put it under the B. And there you go.
But you haven't decided if you're heterosexual or not.
They're doing too much.
And you haven't decided if you're transgendered or not. You just haven't, you don't know. You just questioning it.
You going back and forth, which means you could be classified under bisexual. That's all I'm saying. Let's stop. Let's quit right where ahead. And now we know all of the alphabet. And I'm sure by next week is going to be something else.
But I didn't finish again. Let me get through it from beginning to end.
Okay. Start over. LGBTQ I don't know. I give up.
The one that I don't think needs to be in there, and then one more. So it is L, that second A, that ally. So it's LGBTQIAAP, and that's lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, transsex, queer, questioning, intersex, asexual, ally, pansexual.
That's crazy that it has all those different I was about to say categorizations, categories. Crazy.
Well,
go ahead.
I'm going to tell you so this is a lot, and
you think
it's hard for people to keep up, because I heard about this. My boss told me about this, and I thought I was doing something when we moved from LGBTQ to LGBTQIA. I was like, I know my IA. We had, and I thought I was up to speed, and then apparently it was this other, the other letters that got added on. But I don't know how people are expected to know this.
Like I said, go ahead.
Like, I try to know, but how am I going to know if I don't know? Like, do I just Google, once a year, did the letters change? Are there more letters? And I would hope that it's not offensive that you don't know there's a new like there's more letters. Like I said, I would have thought I was doing my thing.
And I don't want my stance to be misconstrued as if I'm making fun or mocking it, but I just think some of those could be classified under some of the other categories that had came up, So
I understand, but if you identify as whatever letter that is, you feel it's different than the other letter. You do not feel like you're in that category. It's like this. When you're filling out the form and you're Black, you're white, you're Hispanic, you're Asian, Native American, or other, right? And it's other, and it's like, why do I have to be an other? You loop me into the category of other, and so your identity is no, I'm not an other, I'm a this, and so that's how they feel recognized as I am valid, and I'm not one of those letters. Why do I have to take on a term that doesn't fully represent me?
Okay. I
would just like there to be compassion when the allies over here are really trying to learn it and we're not up to speed. You know what I mean? I don't want anyone getting mad at you because you say it's the LGBTQIA. And I don't think anybody should be like, nope. And, and be offended because you didn't know they added some more T's and Q's and A's and P's.
Yeah. Well, whatever. They like it. I love it. I don't have nothing to do with it. It is what it is.
I will say,
go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Read Amy.
She says, I think it's difficult to know or understand if you don't know someone who identifies in one of the groups, which would make you an A, right? An ally. Once you start to get to know people who identify as these, you do start to get it. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Guess you got to be in the world to understand the world. So I get it.
So
makes sense.
Happy Pride Month. That's what's going on all month long. And you know what? There's a couple parades that if you want a good party, there's 3. If you want a good celebration, like if you want to see people celebrate, there is St. Patty's Day. There is the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Oh man. Puerto Rican Day Parade go down.
Nobody waves a flag like a Puerto Rican. Maybe a Jamaican. They will wave. I mean, they in the club. I mean, right. But the Puerto Rican Day Parade, they shut down streets. They don't ask the cops. They just pull the truck up and block off the street. It's a party. If you've never experienced it, especially in Chicago, you're missing out. Those are 2 you should do. And the last one is the Pride Parade. I was in San Francisco when gay marriage was made legal. Man, I'm telling you, you ain't seen a party. Yeah, so those are the 3 in your life. Get to them parades.
I dated this chick, and her friend was gay. We were in Wrigleyville. Mm-hmm. I was there with a chick, but I was so like just uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? At the time, because I think I was the only straight dude in there. You know what I'm saying? And I had never been in that type of situation where it's just everybody's gay. You know what I'm saying?
Was it a bar? You were in a bar?
It was a bar. Yeah, I was with my girl and her girls. They like, I think one of them were a lesbian or 2 of them were. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I got my girl with me. It's cool, you know. But I remember that. I stood in one spot. I was with my drink, looking around.
No, it can be in the thing, because I remember my first gay bar. I think I've only been to a gay bar maybe twice, but I remember going to a gay bar. A gay friend of mine, she took me, and the thing I was concerned with is I feel like if you're in the gay bar, it's an assumption you're gay. And then so, if somebody comes.
That was another thing. I was like, oh, I hope nobody sees me in this damn bar. They get that, I'm gay in the gay bar. And so that was going through my head too. I was, and she knew I was uncomfortable, but it kind of paid off later that night because, oh, you went to the gay bar with me. And, so it's just like when a brother goes to church with a young lady, it's kind of messed up, but I think every dude that went to church with a chick, what?
No, keep going. I'm loving this one.
I think every dude.
We went from the gay bar to church.
I'm just saying things that you've done, for your girl.
That has happened, by the way, on many a weekend, the gay bar and then church. You leave the gay bar and go straight to church the next morning. But what I was going to say was, so me being in the gay bar, I was concerned that there's this assumption that if you're in the gay bar, you're gay. And so I didn't think it would be cool for people to be like, try to come and hit on me. I've been hit on a lot. And then for me to be like, oh, I want to say no, no, thank you, or whatever. I don't want to say I'm not gay, because then what the hell am I doing in the bar? I feel like it's like, bitch, you wasting my time. Why are you up in the bar? But there's this thing that you give off a vibe, that you are straight. Just like, there's that stereotypical, there's a vibe if you're not. And so I quickly, was like, okay, it's fine. And I've been out with a couple of girlfriends and a lot of their gay friends, like all their friends are gay, except me. And I remember asking, like, does anyone think I'm gay? They're like, no. So if I was like, but I'm here with the gays, and they're like, no. There's a vibe you get on, but there's also when they know you're not, but they're still interested and they would like you to be. So they're like, are you sure? Do Do you not want to try to make sure? Like,
I'm not really an approachable dude in the first place. So I don't think that, the regular person just approaching me just to say hi or whatever, I think that person, a regular person, as opposed to a gay person, would have more courage.
A regular person?
I mean, a straight person.
Okay.
Walking I just want to make sure on this show today, baby. Walking the line.
But we want to be respectful and inclusive. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But for me, I forgot what I was going to say, but I have
catch it. You'll get it. If you don't get it in a few seconds, it's gone forever. Hurry up and try to catch it. 2, 1.
What did you say? I think it's easier for women. I think it's way easier for women for a woman to hit on a woman.
Y'all do gay shit all the time anyway. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, women, y'all know y'all do gay shit all well.
The only gay things that straight women do are like you're drunk and like that bra's working hard for the money, so you just maybe feel them, or that booty's plump and smack the butt or something. We don't do a lot of gay stuff.
That's permissible gay things that women do that men can't and won't do to another man.
Why is that even gay? Why can't that just be touchy?
So your boyfriend, I mean your mate with
my spouse.
Your spouse. My spouse. So if I walk up to him and say, "Hey, Batman, how you doing?" I squeeze his titties. You know what I'm saying?
Why you get my man? Why you get my man?
I just want to use the example because of how that shit looks. How does that look?
Well, I will say this, based on society standards, that, gives the impression, whatever, but there's not, if that's how y'all greet each other, y'all friends too, and do what y'all do. But I will say, I have a picture of my girlfriend, one of my best friends from high school. And we were at the 20-year reunion and we're standing together, we're hugged up, and she grabbed my boob. And there's a picture of her with her hand on my boob. And I will tell you, my mother-in-law did not like that photo existed in the universe.
I don't know if she was hating because nobody was grabbing her titty at the time. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm sure that's not what it was.
Sometimes it's hidden. Hey, before we get out of here real quick, I want to talk about this situation with Suge Knight that just came out, and about Diddy and Biggie. Apparently, Suge Knight paid to get Puff killed, and they ended up getting Biggie the night of the killing.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's an FBI report here. Hold on. It's an FBI report. So basically, I did a movie called, what's the name of the movie? City of Lies from 2018. And basically, in that movie was information that was... So let me rewind this. It always confuses me when they say sealed FBI document. So how the fuck do you have it? How did you...
There's always a leak.
Okay.
Loose lips, man. There's always there's a dude on my team, my inner team at work. You can't tell him nothing you don't want repeated. He's the worst secret keeper. So it's just like that. And it's not only that, but it's also when you're a disgruntled person at your job, or you're leaving, or you see an opportunity for money to get paid. It's tempting as hell to share some secret shit nobody knows for your financial gain.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So it's a sealed FBI documents, and basically everything that was in the documents is in this movie from 2018 called City of Lies.
Lies? Is it LIES? Like lies?
City of Lies.
Lies?
Yeah.
Okay.
City of Lies, yeah. He's a former FBI agent, and he says that the initial target was Diddy. After they had told Diddy this, he was really freaked out about hearing about the story. Apparently, the guy who killed Biggie is still living. He's down in Atlanta. He runs real estate. He's a real estate mogul or something like that. And he was a former member, not a former member. He was a member of the Nation of Islam. The guy. So this is what always made me think about this case, because this cop, and he was featured in a VH1 documentary about Biggie. The cop had all the information, had all of the evidence that was suggesting that Suge Knight had something to do with it, that this guy from the Nation of Islam, but he died. He mysteriously got killed. And the crazy part about it is everybody that had information about Biggie's killing or whatever, from what they're saying, that the FBI was not trying to hear the information, the LAPD was not trying to hear the information. Apparently, somebody got paid off. And so all of this information is now coming out. These sealed FBI documents are coming out, and basically it's just saying that Suge had everything to do with all of this. And, you know, not having anything to do with this, Suge is in jail for 28 years. So
why? So can we find out the motive? Why did Suge want Puffy dead?
Because Tupac was dead.
But who killed Tupac?
Oh, that I don't know. That hasn't came out. That hasn't came out. I don't know who killed Tupac. I have no idea.
But was Suge under the impression that Diddy had Tupac killed?
Probably. I mean, that shit on the Source Awards, like when everybody thought it was about to go down, that shit was real.
Oh, I know that shit was real.
Suge necessarily didn't like Diddy, but I don't know all of the particulars to all of this. But apparently the guy is still alive down in Atlanta, going under a alias.
Well, wait a minute. How is the dude out here in these streets? How is he still out here if we know who it is and we know what he's doing and we know what? And we know he did this. How is this dude still walking around if this evidence exists? Are we saying that they didn't think he was a priority or nobody cared, and so they just let him go? But do we think something's going to happen now that he's been outed? He's been outed.
Well, see, what the thing is, these are supposed to be sealed FBI documents, so you can't really do anything because the documents are supposed to be sealed. And because they're sealed, in my assumption, I'm not a crime investigator or any of that shit, you can't do anything. I don't think you can use the information that you're getting from sealed FBI documents to pursue a case. You get it?
They put Bill Cosby in jail over some shit he said in the deposition before, and what? No,
statute of limitations by like a day or something, like within a week's time where they got him. So the gist of that is, going back to that story tonight, he initially paid to get Diddy whacked off. So yeah.
Where's this news story? Where do I go to it's
all out now. It was just because the info. Oh, hold on, wait. That's not a white people should have let. I'm sorry, the wrong button. All you do is just Google it. The information just came out. The information literally just came out. So just type in "Notorious Biggs Killer," and you can get updated information. The info literally just came out 2 days ago. 2 days ago, just came out.
So, do we think this guy's life is in danger?
No.
Why?
But it is crazy. Listen, it is crazy because they're saying the guy's name is Amir Muhammad, aka Harry Billups, or whatever. Like they're saying what he does down south. He is a real estate mogul, So I don't know. But like I said, it's not like you can charge this guy based on information that's supposed to be sealed by the FBI. So why the weird face?
Because I'm just shocked. We know who it is, but you don't. They're saying he committed a murder, unless this dude made a deal with the feds because
probably
he had information on somebody else doing multiple murders.
You got all of these people with all of this sufficient evidence, and one of them ends up dying, and then the other few people are saying that nobody's listening to the information that we have. Nobody's accepting this. They're not returning our phone calls. They even dropped Valletta's case against
I remember
LAPD.
LAPD.
This was like 10 years ago. They even dropped her case against the LAPD. So they're not trying to give up any information. Basically, cover up from the beginning. What?
Hold fast. This looks like the information that I was trying to get to. Amir Muhammad, aka Harry Phillips, is the godparent to LAPD officer David Mack's 2 children. And you said
I didn't give that information, but that was I was just giving you the meat. You were cutting. I was just giving like the fat. I mean, I was just trying to get to the meat. You want the gravy and shit, and that's cool too.
I do. I be having questions and shit.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, at the end of the day, I don't think you can start an investigation or arrest anybody based on some shit that people aren't supposed to know in the first place.
Once it's out, it's out.
But if it's sealed, that means it's supposed to be sealed. Nobody's supposed to know this shit.
So who was this dude back in the day that he just out here taking money for hire to kill people? If he's in real estate now, did he used to be a gang member? Was he a hired gun assassin?
They say he was a member of the Nation of Islam. That's what they said. So that's all the information we have.
That's what they do now?
Well,
I know about get your hand out of my pocket.
Well, back in those days, and I know even today, you got members of the police squad, a police department that are tied in with people from the street. You know what I'm saying? So that was the same situation. Suge is making all this money, millions of dollars, and of course, I'm assuming, I don't know all of this, but he's paying people off. That's how it was. That's how it was.
It's a little disappointing. It's a Nation of Islam dude. That's just a little disappointing.
Maybe
I would like better.
They were saying that the guy had a bow tie. Watch that VH1 Behind the Music, a Notorious B.I.G. That police officer that was in that was killed. He died mysteriously.
Do we think he was really a Nation of Islam dude, or do you think he put on the garb, he put on the outfit to throw people off the scent?
All of the reports say he was a member of the Nation of Islam, Azir Muhammad.
When there's a member and there's a member. Is it Bean Pie, my brother, to come get the is it the final call? What is it?
I don't know. Or
is that the Jehovah's Witnesses? I might be mixing stuff. I think I'm mixing stuff together. But is it Bean Pie, my brother, standing on the street type of Nation of Islam, or is it?
I think they all the same.
Identify with.
I think they're all the same.
Okay.
So that's that. It's all coming out now.
This is I got to read up on this because I didn't even know, and this is crazy. And I'm sitting here thinking this dude's life in danger.
No.
Why not?
I was thinking about it. Let me try to Google his name right now. If he is doing real estate, let's try to. What is it? Harry? What is it?
Billups.
Billups. Real estate. I'm just gonna type that in, see what I come back with here. Forget it.
I'm just saying this is dangerous.
Well, look, there's a guy. Hold on, there's a guy on LinkedIn right now named Harry Billups.
He's on LinkedIn. Wait, he on LinkedIn. He on Pinterest too.
Yeah, he's on LinkedIn. There's a guy on. Wait, hold on. Let me see something. Let me check this out. But hold on, maybe I don't want to because with LinkedIn they see the people who have visited your page, and I don't want them to look at my page and say, "Hey, what is this guy looking at my page for?" They try to come get me. Oh,
by the way, now I get it. His name is Harry Billups. He's the AKA, so that's the Cassius Clay of it all, and the Amir Muhammad is the Malcolm X of it all. That's the change. That's the name change once you've joined the Nation of Islam. That's what that is. Got it. I'm like Amir Muhammad. He just picked Harry Billups out and plucked that out of the ether for that to be his alias. But now I get it. That's his birth and that's his Islam birth. Okay.
So I just thought that was something interesting to bring up since it just came out about 2 days ago. But apparently it came out 3 years ago in some movie called City of Lies. L-I-E.
Somebody's gonna kill that man. He's about to be dead.
I don't think so. He's been living 25 years after Biggie's been gone.
But it's been sealed. Now it's unsealed. Dude is about to be dead.
Nah, he good.
All right, we'll see. I mean, I don't want to put money on it, but I don't want to be wagering over somebody's death. But if there's a chance for me to win some money,
all I'm saying is all I'm saying. Thank you guys for taking us out. This is another episode of See What Had Happened Was. I'm Trey the Chocolate Jock.
I'm Alex Dupree. And is that in poor taste to make a wager over the death?
It is.
Over the murder?
But we've done worse. So
even if I win, is it still in poor taste? I mean, if I win.
Well, it all depends on how much you win. Got to think about that.
Well, every bet is $5. Every bet, $5.
Have a good one. We'll see y'all next week. Peace. Holla.